Information is all around us. And I'm reminded of a quote that goes, "We shape our tools, and thereafter our tools shape us." And I think this is one of the key problems in go-to-market, that we got too dependent on these large databases to do our thinking for us. That if it didn't appear in the filter list, well, you can't get it anyways, so don't bother. Now, the best teams didn't settle for that. They cobbled together APIs and they built outsourced teams. I had a conversation with the CRO the other day that was telling me that, I don't know, 5 or 10 years ago, he built a data team that was basically $500,000 a year, but it was printing money. And so I think that we need to get back to our roots and do what good sellers used to do, which is investigate. And the only difference between today and yesterday is that you can scale that investigation, but you can't scale what you don't know. And so you first must know. So today we're going to take a little detour, and I'm going to show how I research, in this case, how to find the list of large warehouses in the United States. I don't know anything about I don't know anything about warehouses except that the word is spelled funny. So today we're going to do that deep dive here, and you can follow the same process, but you're going to have to get your elbows dirty. Your hands dirty. I guess elbows. Yeah, no elbows, because you got to go so deep that your elbows got to get dirty. So today we're going to get a little dirty elbows. Come with me. All right. So I always start with ChatGPT because it's got a bunch of good ideas, and I'm trying to find where are the place of like warehouse listings. Well, ChatGPT has provided me some like, hey, these are some departments, and I said no. I ask a more specific question. So I'm looking just over 100,000 square feet. Now, there's the Sierra Club thing, which seems really interesting, environmental impacts, right? You would have never thought that the Sierra Club would, like, how would you ever have known that? Sierra Club data set. So I'm just going to Google on the other page here. Is there a mega warehouse near you? Wow, look at this. Look, this is literally all of the warehouses from 2022. This is amazing. CoStar. Yep. I wonder. So the first thing I would do is I would actually just contact. I'm not going to do it today, but I would contact this author. And it's interesting that, yeah, if I zoom in, I wonder if I can actually see a warehouse. Oh, this is interesting. I totally could get this. So the first thing I might do is I might have an engineer go look into the. Oh, I did it the wrong way. I might have an engineer go look into this warehouses by state. So now I know which states to focus on, right? California, Texas, Illinois, Georgia, Ohio. That makes a lot of sense. But let's go to the next resource because that wasn't easily exportable. But I definitely would contact that person. ChatGPT's links are generally garbage. If you click on this, it doesn't. I mean, it will take you somewhere, but it's not really where you want to go. This is what work looks like. Oh, so these are top 10. Let's see. It's not exactly what I wanted. I'm also going to pull up Perplexity here and try this. Perplexity does okay. I'm looking for a online resource or table that has a list of all of the warehouses in the country, like over 100,000 square feet, or even just all the warehouses in the country. I need all their addresses and any of their information. This data has to be public. I only care about it if it's public. Are there federal databases? Anyone that has put out programmatic SEO pages? Is there any sort of a combined data set here? Maybe government organizations have to do this for some sort of reporting. Help me think through where I would find this information. So Google is like weirdly not good at this, but see, Perplexity is doing a bunch of searching. And so you can see how my query did make a difference here. It's like, oh, programmatic SEO, which is like funny. So United States Warehouse Act, that's really interesting. Yeah, programmatic SEO was probably a bad question there. Like, I'm not the first person to have asked this question, right? Yeah. Okay, you can see. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. So I basically am. I definitely will go contact this organization to see if I can get this data. Like, I don't know what the cost is, but it looks like this would be some of the data that I would enjoy here. Let's go back to Perplexity actually. Where did I? It's not like I don't have enough tabs. Perplexity. There it is. Okay, let's check out data.gov. Buildings. Let's ask Perplexity a better question here. So data.gov has 300,000 data sets. Where would I start? Can you actually give me some links of useful things? Also, can you give me the link to the United States Department of Agriculture and what sort of percentages of total warehouses do you think they have? I think this data might also be available in Statistica. Can you search there as well? Ignore programmatic SEO. And then also do a little bit more research on the Warehousing Education Research Council. Let's start there. Oh, yeah. The combined, there was a similar question, which is really good. I like that Perplexity does that. Yeah, I want it to do it for me. Yeah, this is good because I'm actually going to go try to find a person who works here and ask them. Oh yeah, this is the one that they just told me. What about just buildings over certain amounts of square feet? Is there another way I might think about this problem? All right. The other thing I'm going to do is I am going to go into ChatGPT and ask a thought question here, which is like, I'm trying to find a list of warehouses across the country that are over 100,000 square feet. Now, this question, and ideally the database is free. Now, this question is a complex one, and I know that the government maintains databases here. I know that there are a lot of free resources online. There's GitHub where people might have checked in this data. There's a lot of places online. What I want you to do is help me think through how I should ask this question so that it's aligned with data sources and if I sent an agent out in the world, what are the types of things that you might ask to help find this information? I don't actually want to do the searching yet. Do not give me the answer. I just want you to help me think through different ways that I might approach asking the question. So this is helpful too because there might be some pretend you are an expert in commercial building technology and warehouses. Yeah. Industries and networks. Yeah. Academic research. That's really interesting. All right. So let's actually go and let's actually see if I can have ChatGPT do this. Great. Now for each of the 7, can you go answer those questions for me? And while we're putting this AI to the side, we're going to look at Perplexity again. Yeah, this is really interesting. Yeah, so I mean, this is old, 2012, but if I can get the data, from a sample survey. Okay, so this is a sample survey, which is not going to be really what I want. Oh, this is Boston. That's interesting. Oh, that's the satellite thing is quite interesting. Okay, let's follow the satellite question. Are there any open source satellite imagery analysis that identify buildings with large square footage? All right. Let's see what ChatGPT came up while it did that. Oh, National Establishment Time Series data. That's so. Let's actually drop all of this. Yeah, this is interesting. A Reddit threads. Okay, this is the satellite. Whoa. Whoa, this is interesting. Wow. Wow, this is very fascinating. It looks like they don't. Like, how would you ever found this? I don't think they do the United States. Yeah. It's all for social good. Wow, very interesting. Oh, good job. We should, I mean, the Google research thing is interesting. Wow, okay, we should spend some more time looking at Google research because that's very fascinating. This is the kind of this is sort of the how this research works. Mm. Yeah. So I'm actually just going to paste in literally all of this ChatGPT thing. Uh, okay. All right. I'm gonna cut this off because we're close here, but you can kind of see this is what work looks like um, when you're trying to find some of these data sets. And I tell you that they are out there, and you will be able to find really good and interesting information, but you do have to get your elbows deep. I hope this is helpful. Bye.